Tēnā tātou katoa, good evening. A warning first, this story references strong language. We may be used to swearings in at Parliament, but the dropping of the C-bomb in the hallowed halls of power is believed to be the first time the word's been uttered in the House. The strong language from Minister Brooke van Velden even had veteran politician Winston Peters holding his head, later saying Parliament had hit a new low. The outburst came during fierce debate over a media column strongly criticising pay equity changes. Political editor Maiki Sherman has more.
It's not every day you hear the C word in Parliament.
References to girl math and
the minister using the bold language to make a bold stand.
I do not agree with the clearly gendered and patronising language that Andrea Vance used to reduce senior cabinet ministers to girl bosses, hype squads.
Andrea Vance is the National Affairs Editor for media outlet The Post. A former political reporter, she penned a scathing critique of the recent pay equity changes. Mentioning this scene of female ministers standing side by side to front the issue, Vance wrote, 6 girl bosses, Willis her hype squad, all united in a historic act of economic backhanding other women. With billions saved in pay equity, Vance took aim at the ministers, writing, turns out you can have it all so long as you're prepared to be a...
It's a very curious feminist moment when a former Minister for Women repeats parts of a clearly misogynistic article in this House.
We should have robust political argument, but that never requires us to make misogynistic or personal attacks.
When you go to that sort of standard language, nothing is beneath you after that, is it?
Actually, that's a word that I would never choose to use. I can't even say that word.
And yet Labor asked multiple questions in the House, quoting the article.
I deliberately chose a quote that part of that wasn't misogynistic, so it didn't talk about girl math in there.
It was hard to find a single sentence in Andrea Vance's article I agree with.
That would be enough of an answer. Another supplementary?
Mr. Speaker.
Speaker Jerry Brownlee tried to contain the controversy.
I was not given the opportunity to answer the second part of that question.
With respect, I ruled that you did.
David Seymour jumping
I
in.
think the best thing that can happen right now, instead of everyone else interrupting, she'd be given a full opportunity to respond the way she wants to.
Well, thank you for your view. I don't agree with you.
Mr. Speaker, I'm a strong woman and I can speak for myself.
Absolutely.
That's good. And you only get to do that
when she sees misogynistic terms of abuse used against women, she should stand against it.
And there's nothing wrong with treating people as humans.
Not one of them have stood up and condemned the disgusting use of the C word from a disgusting journalist last week.
The only C word that's done more damage to us here in Aotearoa is colonisation.
The alphabet getting a good run in Parliament today.
There's no doubt people have strong views on the language used, Maiki, but big picture, what does it mean for the debate on pay equity?
Well, what it means is that pay equity has yet again been in the headlines for another day running. But today there was a difference. It was the government essentially able to wrestle back the narrative in some ways, wrestle back the moral high ground perhaps on this issue, where certainly it didn't have any of that last week. It was under pressure, it was struggling. It's also allowed National to go after Labor. National says that Labor has not properly condemned the article. Now Chris Hipkins says that Andrea Vance was simply exercising her free speech and he's not about to tell a journalist what to say. But what Labor does have a say in is the questions that it asks in the House, and by quoting the article, it has largely provided a distraction from the real issue and from the low-paid women, those workers who are impacted by the pay equity changes.
Kia ora, Maiki, thank you.